So you've been working for a while on the land. You've gathered ingredients like meat and berries, and you're probably tired of eating like a peasant. But because you're just starting out your base, getting a crockpot is not a viable option. So what do? You're tired of eating like a peasant. You want to cook like a mill. Obviously, you can't create a crockpot because you only have a science machine available to you. So what if I was to tell you there was a way to bring back an item from Shipwreck and an item that was exclusive to one character into Don't Starve Together? Well, that's exactly what I'm here to talk about. And in today's Akurai Mod Showcase, we will be talking about bringing back the portable crockpot. But with that being said, hello everybody, Akurai here, and welcome back to another Akurai Mod Showcase. So, in today's Mod Showcase, we will be talking about a exclusive item to Warley, who was a Don't Starve Shipwreck character, and bringing one of his exclusive items into Don't Starve Together, which is the portable crockpot, which, of course, for those of you who are like, well, yeah, I used to love using Warley because of his portable crockpot. It made it so much easier to make meals and just, in general, have food. And that's exactly what, today's Mod Showcase is all about, is showing you, of course, the portable crockpot. As I believe that the portable crockpot is, by far, probably one of the best items, and it makes the game on Don't Starve Together so much more viable, especially for those of us who are the adventure type and are like, well, I want to bring ingredients to cook food, but I don't want to have to make a crockpot somewhere where I'm never going to go to. For instance, like McTusk Base, or even just in general, going over to somewhere like the desert and farming, or being in Oasis for a while, trying to fish for items and hoping to get rid of Antler or Antlion for a while. So, that's exactly what this mod does. I mean, this mod basically brings a nice quality of life item to those of us who are looking to go out and adventure everywhere. And that's the portable crockpot, which works just like any other crockpot. The difference, of course, is it's portable and it allows you to take it anywhere. And I think it's honestly at a fair price, with 2 electrical doodads, 10 charcoal, and a few cut stone, and of course, a little bit of wood, and of course 1 rope. I believe it's at a fair price. I mean, personally, some of you may think, oh, that's too easy. But personally, I've looked at the normal, and I've even looked at the hard difficulty to get the portable crockpot, and I feel that the normal and hard would be too difficult, and it would defeat the purpose of having a portable crockpot. I mean, obviously, the portable crockpot is nice because, of course, with the portable crockpot, you can cook your food on the go. You can make your meals on the go. You no longer have to be like, oh, I gotta carry like 3 or 4 meatballs because I'm going to be gone for like 5 or 6 days and I don't know when I'm going to return to the base. Well, that shouldn't be no longer a problem. With the portable crockpot, you can now just put it down wherever you want and continue and cook food. And, of course, continue to do whatever you need to do at the time. It's no longer like you're bound to waiting for the portable crockpot to, for the crockpot to cook your food. And you no longer have to wait for your friends. Let's say your friends are accessing your normal crockpot in your base. Rather it be a mega base or just a normal base. Well, with the portable crockpot, you now can just go, oh, hey, I can wait. I don't mind. They can use the crockpot while I use my portable one, And it makes it to where adventurers can just kind of go out and no longer have to worry about doing what they have. And as you can see here, like, for instance, it sets up just like a normal crockpot. You put it down, and all of a sudden, it sets up like a normal crockpot. You're off to the races. You're literally off to the races and now able to, of course, cook your food while you're basically mining a rock. I mean, it's beautiful. As you can see, it's beautiful. It just makes productive, doing something productive worthwhile. And you no longer like, well, I gotta wait for my food to cook, but I also want to gather items. Well, that's no longer a problem. With the portable crockpot, as you can see here, I just made some meatballs. I just easily made some meatballs, and I was still being productive by cutting, gathering that grass, and of course mining the tree. And as you can see now, I'm cutting a tree, and while I'm waiting for my food, I'm no longer like, oh, I gotta wait for my food and then pick it up as soon as it's done. Like, now I can just kind of continue to be productive, and I think that's the beauty of now bringing back the portable crockpot. I think bringing back the portable crockpot is a beautiful idea. It's something that, may have been taken as a bit of a novelty for non-Wally players from Don't Starve Shipwrecked. But, I mean, in general, I think, overall, it's a good idea to have everyone be able to access the portable crockpot and be able to kind of go, hey, I'm in an adventure mode. I want to go out and, explore the map or, do whatever. I can now do that. I can now just kind of go, okay, I'll bring my portable crockpot. See you later, friends. And, your friends no longer have to go, hey, you're using the crockpot. I need to cook some food. It's like if everyone has a portable crockpot, then it's kind of like, okay, I'm going to go off adventure. I'm going to take some ingredients. And I'll see you all later. Maybe I'll take some pre-made food. But, it's no longer an issue of I have to wait for, 2-3 minutes maybe sometimes for everyone to cook their food, and all of a sudden I get my chance to make my meal just to go out and adventure somewhere. It's now just kind of like, hey, I'll just take these ingredients, I'll catch you guys later, I'm going to go off adventuring, maybe I'll take a few meatballs or a few fish sticks, and then I'll be on my little adventure to go gather McTusk walrus or a McTusk tusks, or even go gather eggs, or farm monster meat for your friends. So I mean, I think that this is a nice quality of life mod, and I think that this just brings the novelty of exploring and no longer worrying about eating like a peasant if you run out of food an issue. I think now it's kind of like this brings the adventurous side out of people. I think this would be a great way to have people kind of go, okay, I'll see you later. I'm going to take these meatballs, and then I'm going to take my portable crockpot, and I'm going to go off adventuring somewhere to gather items for all of you, for every one of my friends. Or, I'm going to go find beefalo. I'll see you later. Don't worry about me. I'm just going to gather some ingredients, and then I'm going to take my portable crockpot and off to your races. I mean, I think that the novelty idea of having the portable crockpot, especially if you were a Wally player, is kind of a nice thing to see back in Don't Starve Together. I think that this is a beautiful quality of life mod that I'm surprised Clay didn't actually put in originally for all players. I mean, the portable crockpot just seems like such a good idea. It just seems like a novelty that many people would kind of go, well, I don't know why I would never need it. I'm mostly by my base during the winter, or I'm mostly at my base during the summer. Why would I ever need the portable crockpot? And it's not like I often go out adventuring except for McTusk, and I don't ever run out of food, so what's the point? And, obviously, the point is, it just brings a whole new side of, well, I ran out of food. Now what do I do? I've got to eat like a peasant until I get back to my base, And that's kind of the problem, is some of us, if you're like me, or if you're someone who just is like, I don't want to keep eating ingredients that I could use on a crockpot to make a glorious meal that would feed me a lot more than just trying to, make a glorious meal from a crockpot. But I don't want to have to build a crockpot that I'm never going to use again. So, so I mean, that's the thing, is that this makes it to where the crockpot is just on the go. It can literally be wherever you want it to be. Now, I will warn you, there is a compatibility issue with the portable crockpot, and I believe one of the other crockpot mods that I will be talking about in the future. But with the portable crockpot, if you are using the smarter crockpot mod, which I will try to touch base on at some point in time. The portable crockpot seems to have a compatibility issue where it'll crash the game when you try to use the smarter crockpot mod alongside the portable crockpot. So, just a compatibility warning issue in case you are like, oh, I have smarter crockpot. I'm going to try to predict the meal that I'm making instead of trying to, hope for the best. Smarter crockpot is just compatibility not going to work. Like, it's just going to crash the game because for some reason the portable crockpot just can't, it doesn't get the math. So hopefully the offer of the portable crockpot will look into that and try to fix the compatibility issue, or whoever created the smarter crockpot will look into it and try to fix the compatibility issue, because at the moment it's just a small issue that I found while trying to make this video. But with that being said, I hope this has been an interesting video, and I hope you've enjoyed the little mod showcase of the portable crockpot. I'm sorry that I don't have a whole lot more to say about the portable crockpot, but I mean, in general, obviously, the portable crockpot is just a crockpot on the go. And for many of us who are Worley players or who have played Worley, it's not that different from what we've seen before. It's something that we've already seen. It's something that we've already experienced as Worley players. But, I mean, it's a great mod. I think it's a nice quality of life mod to add on to your Don't Starve adventures. And with that being said, thank you everybody for joining me today on this video. Thank you for watching this video. And I am live on Twitch at www.twitch.tv/Akurei. I am live on Wednesday, Thursday, and Saturday for 4 to 5 hours usually. But lately I've also been live on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday, and sometimes Sunday. Monday and Tuesday and Sunday will always be about a 2 to 3 hour stream. Monday and Tuesday I'm usually on, but Sunday is always a bonus stream as I have other things to do. But if I am ever on a bonus stream on Sunday, it'll be about 2 to 3 hours. But with that being said, thank you everybody for joining me today on this video. Thank you for watching this video. If you like this video, you know what to do. Hit the like button, get subscribed, hit the bell notification because I know you want to know when my next video drops next. Thank you everybody for joining me today. And until the next one, everybody, this is Akurei signing out and saying farewell, everyone.